This is Eric Muathe, Muathe.com, with another quick educational video. And let's take a look here. We can see a stock that has recently been doing well. It's had a nice run. And so because I've been seeing it pop up a lot on my daily screens, I decided to go and check the sector, which is something I encourage you to do when you're looking for momentum ideas. So in taking a look at the sector, which happens to be the real estate trust or real estate investment trust sector, we can see the stock is number one in that sector. And so I was just going through, take a look at the leadership stocks in the sector. And I want to discuss this stock here because it reminded me of something that sometimes we forget to do. So this stock is number 4 right now in terms of performance in that sector. And if you take a look at the monthly, as of this very instant, and this is the stock CDR, we can see the monthly is breaking out above the prior monthly closing high after 1 month of rest. So that is good. So after 1 month, this is a good breakout in terms of price. If you take a look at your RSI, you see that the RSI is also moving to 3-year highs. So that's also good. That's why I was kind of looking into this as a potential candidate for paid clients. The RSI is perfect. If we take a look at the MACDs, we see that both MACDs meet the minimum requirement. So because of this, of course, you have to drill down and see whether it is worth taking a look at and worth investing in. So the MACDs are perfect. RSI is perfect, meets the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. So everything checks out. Now, this is the 3-year monthly. What I did next is I wanted to find out whether this stock has ever moved. And so I took a look at the all data monthly, and we see here going back to 1992. So we're talking about almost 30 years of data. And the one thing that immediately jumped out, and I hope you can see it, is this instrument has never had a big move. It's not there. It's been chunks of sideways to nowhere over the last 30 years. A lot of reversals, lots of reversals every time it's moving. It just fails. Lots of failures. It's all over the chart. This instrument just cannot seem to break out. And recently, as the market is trading at all-time highs, so consider this also, the Nasdaq, S&P 500 are trading at the highest level ever, somewhere here. The Nasdaq, S&P 500 have come all the way up. This instrument is trading close to its 30-year lows. And so just based on this long view, it's not worth investing in. Even though, yes, it could do well, but relatively speaking, you're better off finding other candidates. So the moral for this video is it makes sense to take a look and see whether the instrument has ever had a big move and kept the move, held the move, sustained the move. Otherwise, if it hasn't been able to do so in 30 years, what makes you think it's going to do it now? Now let's take a look at another stock in the same group just to show you the difference. So there's another stock here, MAC, which is in the same group. If we take a look at this stock from the minimum requirements, we can see that the monthly is also breaking out. So it broke out last month and is following through this month. We can see that the RSI is at 3-year highs. And we can see that at least one of the MACDs is at 3-year highs. In fact, close to both MACDs, but we need only one of the MACDs to meet this minimum requirement. So the MACD, one of them is good. The other one is not quite there. But yet again, this instrument meets the minimum requirements in terms of RSI and in terms of MACD. All right, so that's good. Now, this is the 3-year monthly. Now, consider this chart with a prior long-term monthly view. So now this is all data monthly going back to 1994. And of course, this is 2021. Now, you'll notice that this instrument has had a period of a fantastic run from 02, where it moved from, let's say, 7 to the highs here of about 37. Now, it took a couple of years, but at least we see some movement higher here. We also see off the lows of early 09 to the highs, let's say, highs there of 2015. It moved from about 250 to the highs here of about mid 50s. Took a couple of years, but the point is, at least we see that this instrument has a history of moving higher when the conditions are correct. Remember, the two stocks are in the same group and they've been trading since the early 90s. Here is the prior stock, CDR, and we see no movement on a monthly, yearly basis. The other stock, MAC, we can see that clearly visually these are desirable periods. So now that it is breaking out between the two, it makes sense to go with the one that has at least some history of moving higher, because there's a probability it could, when the conditions are right, have another sustained multi-month, multi-year move. And so it is. Love light, light love. Namaste.